So who was going to be the third if you didn't let him?
Sting. Sting was going to be the third man. Here's a funny, well, it's not
Wow.
funny, but here's a part, okay? So, again, Hogan's in California doing a movie. I've already asked him to turn heel once. He threw me out of the house with the beer. He let me take the beer. That's cool. but he still threw me out of the house. And now he's off doing a movie. I need a surprise. I need a baby face, a good guy, to turn heel for the story to work, right? Sting was the only guy that would have made any sense. So I go to Sting while Hogan's doing a movie. I go to Sting, and it takes me 2 weeks to convince him to turn heel. He's Steve Borden, Sting, was a very analytical guy. You know, he second guesses everything, but very analytical. But it took me 2 weeks to convince him it was a good idea. He finally says, okay, I'm going to do it. And once he's in, he's all in. He's an ultimate team player, right? He's all excited about it. He's thinking about all the different things he can do as a heel. I'm in California, now I'm flying back to Atlanta going, oh, God, I got to tell Sting that he's no longer the guy that's turning heel after I spent 2 weeks convincing him he needed to be. So I sit down with Sting, and he and I had pretty good relationship anyway. We were friends outside of the business. And I just told him the truth. I said, here's what I'm faced with, brother. It is what it is. And he was disappointed. I think he was disappointed in some ways, but he was also relieved. He was willing to do it, but I'm not sure his heart was 100% in it yet. It would have been by the day of, but there was a sense of relief. But I wasn't sure Hulk could follow through, because he's always, and I know him pretty well, he's always the kind of guy that'll second guess himself. He'll second guess, no matter what the decision is, he'll find a way to second guess himself. So I wasn't 100% sure he'd follow through, because there was a lot at stake. So I kept Sting ready to go. Sting was ready to replace Hulk Hogan the day of the event if Hulk Hogan backed out at the last minute.
Oh, wow.
It was a crazy story, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
these
are like icons. These are like guys I grew up watching. And I grew up watching these storylines come to life. So to like hear the behind the scenes of how that got put together. I mean, you kind of like shaped the way wrestling was formed after that. And I didn't leave. I think I went to like every high school party wearing an NWO shirt, like coming out of parties. And that was like the thing to do. And
that was a cool thing about it. And the truth behind that is we didn't come up with that logo. A designer down at Disney MGM Studios, where we happened to be filming a show at that point, did. We said, hey, we need something that kind of stands for New World Order. It's a wrestling thing. What do you got? They came back with like 5 different logo designs. One of them was the NWO logo. And the cool thing about that shirt is that's the first time you could wear a wrestling shirt into a bar hoping to get laid and maybe have a shot, because it's a wrestling shirt, but you only knew it if you were a wrestling fan. It was kind of like a secret handshake.
Yeah.
So it was kind of badass looking. It was cool. You could maybe get laid. And it was a wrestling shirt. It was one of the first ones that come out that, because otherwise they're like pictures of other guys. And,
half naked on your on your chest.
It's like, dude.
Yeah, his type of wear. That's what he wears, pro wrestling stuff all the time.
I mean, I love the vintage wrestling t-shirts.
The vintage stuff.
I mean, is that why you always wear NWO when you go to the bar, because you have trouble getting laid?
I don't have trouble getting laid.
Really?
I don't.
So that's why you always wear an NWO shirt?
But I don't have trouble getting laid. That got nothing to do with it.
Well, no, like when you go to a bar, you always have trouble.
No, I don't have trouble getting laid.
I'm just making sure my guest understands.
It's only in Orange County. That's the only time I got trouble getting laid.
Why?
Why? What is it about Orange County?
I don't know. The girls don't dig me here. I don't know.
Then what are you doing here? I
what
probably don't spend a lot of time here then, do you?
Well, not when I'm trying to get laid.